Let's have a look at one of the most simple technical analysis conditions we can check for in PineScript, which is moving average crosses. Now, this is not a trading lesson. I do not encourage you to trade moving average crossovers and cross-unders. They may be profitable with the right rules, the right set of rules and entry reasons, etc. I personally don't trade them, but for the purposes of this lesson, they are a great example of how easy it is to detect certain market conditions in PineScript. So to get started, we of course need two moving averages in order to detect a cross. So let's get some MAs. And again, just today, because it's my favorite moving average, I'm going to use an EMA, an exponential moving average, but you can use any moving average type you like. I'm going to set EMA1 to TA.EMA, and we'll base it on the closing price as always. And this one will have a length of 50. And then the second EMA will have a length of 100. So now before we proceed, let's draw the MAs onto our chart. And I will style the first one with the color green, and the second one can be red. So let's save the code, make sure that this is working fine. There we go, two moving averages on our chart. Now, let's detect our crosses, our crossovers and cross-unders. So we'll create two variables here, two new variables called MA crossover and MA cross-under. Now, for our crossover and cross-under, we are going to use the inbuilt function ta dot, and then if I start writing cross, here we have our various options. Now, cross will detect either a crossover or a cross-under. For today, we're going to separate these two into their own variables. And so for crossover, I'm going to use crossover, obviously. And for cross-under, we'll use ta.crossunder. And now these functions take two parameters, two values that need to cross. These could be any values. They don't need to be moving average values. They could be anything. MACD lines, for example, or the RSI crossing over a certain threshold. For today, we're just going to put in EMA1 and EMA2. If I copy that into our second function here, we are now detecting our MA crosses. And at the bottom of our script, I'm going to draw crosses. And here I'm going to set BG color to MA crossover, question mark. If the moving average has crossed over the other moving average, if EMA1 has crossed over EMA2, I'll set the background color to color.green. Otherwise, I'll do nothing with the background color. Set it to NA. I can copy this line of code, paste it underneath, change this to cross under, and we'll change the color to red. And now, if I save my script, we'll be getting the background color of our chart changing based on which cross happened. So click save. And that will do it for this lesson. Very simple one here. Just, again, introducing you to the TA namespace and combining some of the things we've learned so far to create practical indicators that can be actually useful in our trading. Anyway, I'll leave this one here and I'll speak with you in the next lesson. The source code will be below if you want to play around with this.